Jogless Stripes, knitting in the round, or on circular needles. When you're working with stripes and you're changing the color of your yarn, you want to be able to have a sense of continuity in the line. You don't want to have this jarring little note where it's obvious that you've changed your thread colors. So one way to create a jogless stripe is to lift the leg of the previous row up over onto your left needle, and then you knit the two together. Now in this case I'm switching onto black. I've come to the end of my black row, and that's when I lift the leg, and then I continue on. And what that does is when you lift the leg and it's the opposite color, it just sort of blends into the background. So then it looks as though you've got one continuous line. I'll show it to you again. I've come to the end of the row. In this case I'm using my white yarn. I've done my first row of white, moved my marker. Now I'm going to lift the leg of the previous row, which happens to be black. Little difficulty getting it here without getting the threads separated. So I lift that up over onto the left needle, and I knit those two together. And when I do that, the white will be the dominant color, the black will blend into the background. And then I just simply continue on with my second row. I find that when you're switching colors, if you do 2 rows of the color that you're working on, it shows up better. Here's an example of a top that I made. And I did all of my jogless stripes, joining and changing colors. I did it all on under the arm. In case, sometimes it's not completely straight, then it won't be as noticeable. So you don't want to do it in the front of your work. You don't want to do it in the back. Under the arm is good. Jogless stripes.